Hello, you are welcome to today's lesson. My name is Paul Williams of Virginia. Today we have science. Science for basic 2. But it's for all of you. It's for all of you. If you are in class 1, class 3, class 4, 5, 6. Today's lesson is for you because what you are learning is the same thing that we are teaching. Okay, so today what do we have? We have Strand 4, forces and energy. Strand 4, forces and energy. Substrand 1, we have sources and forms of energy. Sources and forms of energy. The indicator is here. Understand that objects become hot or cold through the loss or gain of heat. So today's lesson is about objects. It's about hot objects. It's about cold objects. So we are going to understand that objects become hot or cold through the loss or gain of heat. Okay, what is the topic? How objects become hot or cold through the loss or gain of heat. This is our topic. Let's read it again. How objects become hot or cold through the loss or gain of heat. So this is what we are looking at today. Now let's look at the keywords. Gain. The first one is what? Gain. To gain something means to receive something. To receive something. Gain. The next one is objects. Objects. So all the things that you see around, they are objects. This is an object. This is an object. Even your phone is an object. The things that you see around, they are objects. Heat. All of you, heat. Again, heat. This reminds me of something. There was a time, once stubborn boy, the father asked the boy that he should go and heat the food. He should go and heat the food. The boy went and then he ate the food. So the father called, Kofi, where is the food that I asked you to heat? Where is it? Says, now you said I should eat it. So, I did not ask you to eat it. I asked you to heat it. So you see, if you are not careful, what's happened to the father will happen to you. So this is heat. It starts with H. If you take the H away, you get what? Eat. So don't be like Kofi. If your father asks you to go and heat something, then you go and eat it. So this is heat. It's a form of energy. It travels from what? Hot places to what? Cold places. Now let's move on. This is cold. If something is hot, the opposite of hot is what? Cold. Like you put something in the fridge. If you touch it, you see that it becomes what? Cold. Okay. Now we have this word. Robin. 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 So something like this. I'm rubbing my palm. I'm rubbing my palm. So these are the words that we are going to see. Today's lesson, I've told you about cold things and hot things. How things are able to gain heat. How things are able to lose heat. Now, let's continue. Do you like chilled Coke or hot Coke? Wow. That's what I mean. I like chilled one. No, I don't like hot. I like chilled Coke. What about you? Do you like hot or chilled? You like chilled. Okay. Do you like chilled tea or hot tea? This one too. I like chilled tea. Chilled one. I like chilled tea. What about you? I know you like hot one. As for you, I know you. Let's continue. The foods we eat every day are either hot or what? Cold. Some of the things we use work perfectly. Let me take it again. Some of the things that we use work perfectly well when they are hot. So some of the things that we use, they work perfectly when they are what? Hot. Others too have to be cold before they can be used. So in the house, the things that we use, the objects, they are able to work very well, perfectly well, when they are what? Hot. Others too, they need to be cold before they can be what? Used. For example, if you have iron, before you can use the iron, or before the iron can work perfectly for you to be happy, it needs to be what? Hot, right? You have Fanta. You want to enjoy the Fanta. Before you can enjoy the Fanta and feel happy within, you need to chill it. It needs to be what? Cold, right? So we are saying that some of the things that we use, they work perfectly well when they are hot. Others too have to be what? Cold before they can what? Work perfectly. Okay, now let's look at hot objects. Now, what is this? Boiling water. So boiling water is an example of hot objects. So if I ask you to mention or give examples of hot objects, so boiling water is one, hot tea is another one. We have box iron. Have you seen this box iron? Have you seen some before? In the olden days, this is what our parents and our grandparents used to iron what? Their dresses. But today it's not common. We all use this one. This is electric iron. Okay, so they are also what? Hot objects. Look at this, rubbing palm. So if you rub your palm continuously for a long time, you check it from here, you see that your palm is what? Hot. Now this side too, we have what? Candle. So you know the fire from it produces what? Heat. So this is another hot object. So if I ask you to give examples of hot objects, boiling water is one, hot tea. We have what? Box iron, electric iron. We have rubbing of palms, and then we have what? Candle. Now let's look at cold objects. Things that are cold, objects that are cold. One, bottled water. So bottled water. We have ice cubes. We have what? Ice cream. And we have what? Ice blocks. So all these ice things are cold things, right? Very good. Let's continue. How will you know if something is hot or cold? Our sense of touch helps us to tell that an object is either hot or cold. We use our skin, hands, and tongue to help us know how hot or cold an object is. Okay, so for you to tell that this object is hot or this object is cold, you need your sense of touch. Which part of the body do we use to touch? It's our hand. So we use our hands to touch. If you touch something and it's hot, you just leave it. And if you touch something and it is also too cold, you just leave it. So our sense of touch, our hands, and our tongue too. Sometimes you put food into your mouth and then you quickly what? Pour it out. Do you get it? So our sense of touch helps us to know things that are hot and things that are what? Cold. Our hands and our tongue are also are the parts that we use to tell hot things and what? Cold things. Okay, let's move on. So activity. Rub your palm together continuously for more than 5 minutes and touch your cheeks. Describe how you feel. So do it right now. We are doing it. We are going to rub our palms continuously for 5 minutes. Do it. Okay, my 5 minutes are up. Okay, you to do it. Let's share with me what you experience. Is it hot or cold? It's hot, right? Okay, now the second one. Pour chilled water into your mouth and describe how you feel. That one, everybody knows that if you pour chilled water, chilled Coke, chilled Fanta, chilled Sobolo, chilled, no appetition. I beg you, no alcohol. Don't pour any chilled appetition or alcohol into your mouth. I'm talking about water. Pure water. Pure water. So you see that when you pour it, your mouth will not be hot, but rather it will be what? Cold. So rubbing your palms together produces what? Heat. So your cheeks will be hot when you touch it. Your mouth will be cold when you pour chilled water into it. So that is first one. Second one, to know how objects become hot or cold. Okay, so let's go through this. What materials do you need? Candle, matches, spoon. How to go about it? Your facilitator must guide you. So before you do this, your teacher or somebody should be there. Light a candle with the matches. So the matches, you need to light the candle. Place a metal spoon close to the fire for about 5 minutes to gain heat or receive heat. Tell whether the spoon is hot or cold. So if the candle is burning and you place spoon just closer to where the fire is for about 5 minutes, something will happen. So you tell what will happen. And the question is the spoon going to be hot or is going to be cold? Okay. Remove the spoon or remove the metal spoon and put it on a table for about 10 minutes to lose heat. Tell whether the spoon is hot or cold. So if you put the spoon close to the fire for about 5 minutes, it will become very hot. But if you take it out and you take the spoon out and you put it on table for about 10 minutes, the heat in it will go away, so it will become what? Cold. Okay. In conclusion, the spoon gained heat from the fire. When the spoon gained heat from the fire, it became hot. When the spoon was removed from the fire to lose heat, it became cold. This means that objects become hot when they gain heat. Also, objects become cold when they lose heat. So if something is hot, if something is cold, it's all about heat. If something receives more heat, it becomes hot. If an object gets more heat or gains more heat or receives more heat, it becomes what? Hot. But if an object loses what? Heat. Loses what? Heat, it becomes what? Cold. You understand it? Okay. Now, let's look at this activity. Activities that make things hot. So what are the things that make things hot? If you have something and you want it to become hot, what and what should you do? Now, the first one, rubbing of palms together. So if you rub your palms together, you produce heat. So it will make things what? Hot. 2, boiling of water. If you have water and you want it to be hot, unless you boil it. The next one is what? Plugged electric iron. So if you have iron and you want the iron to become hot, what you do is to what? Plug it. Now the next one, burning candle. So if you have candle and you want it to become hot, you have to what? Burn it. Now the next one, sharpening a knife or cutlass with a machine. So look at this. This is what? This is knife, and this is what? The machine that is used to sharpen it. So this thing, it produces heat because of what we call friction. It produces heat. So it's another way of making things hot. Now when you come here, we have firewood. It can only produce heat, or it becomes hot when you what? Start burning it. So these are the things that we do to make things what? Hot. Some of the things what? Hot. There are a lot of other things that we can what? Do to make things hot. But for now, this is what we do. Now let's look at this. Activities that make things what? Cold. So we are looking at activities that make things cold. The first one, adding more cold water to what? Boiling water. So if you have water, boiling water, and you want it to be what? Cold, you need to pour or add more cold what? Water. 2, putting food into fridge. So if you have water and you want it to become cold, you have to put it in the fridge. If you look at this fridge is full of what? Food. Now let's come here. Adding ice cubes to drinks. So if you have drink and you want it to become cold, you need to add what? Ice cubes. Okay, so like this one. I hope this is Fanta. This is Fanta. I can see. Now let's come to here. This place, leaving food uncovered. So if you have food and you leave it uncovered, you don't cover food, you see the heat will just go out. So if you leave food uncovered, the food will become what? Cold. Okay, so those of you who always leave their food uncovered, your food will what? Become cold. The next one, removing charcoal from box iron. So you have box iron. It is hot. You want it to become cold. What you do is to remove what? Charcoal, the charcoal from it. Now this side, unplug electric iron. So if you have electric iron that is very hot and you want it to become cold, what you do is to unplug it. Okay. Now we have think per share, but before we come to think per share, you should know that there are things that we do to make things cold. There are things that we do to make things what? Hot. Okay, so we have seen the things that we do to make things cold and the things that we do to make things what? Hot. Think per share. In groups of 4 learners, discuss how to make water hot or cold. Share your thoughts with the class. So if you have water, what will you do to it so that the water will become what? Hot? Or what will you do to it so that the water will become what? Cold? So you share it with your friends. That is what you should do. Okay, now in summary, let's look at something here. Objects become hot when they gain heat. Also, they also become what? Cold when they lose what? Heat. Examples of hot substances are burning candle, burning firewood, plug electric iron, etc. Some examples of cold substances are ice cubes, ice blocks, and the rest. So today what we have learned is that we have hot objects and we have what? Cold objects. Objects become cold when they lose heat. Objects become what? Hot when they gain or receive what? Heat. We have seen examples of hot objects and we have seen examples of cold objects. We have seen how objects become cold and we have also seen how objects become what? Hot. This is what we have learned today and I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. You take your time and then you read the test, you understand it. Now, before we close today's lesson, let's look at these exercises. So, exercise 1, underline the correct answer. How many questions do we have? We have 5 questions. Exercise 2, state whether these statements are true or false. We have 5 questions. Exercise 3, we have questions here, and then we have home assignment. How do you make water cold or hot? So this is your home assignment and I believe this is cheap for you. You can do it right now and send your answer to me. So if you want to contact me, my contact is there. We have science textbook from 1 to 6, basic 1 to basic 6. We have Asante tree, basic 1 to basic 6. We have Equiapim tree from basic 1 to basic 6. So these are the books that we have. Our books are all over. If you can't get copies, you just call me. I'll ensure you get copies. And you should also know that what you are learning in the classroom, that is what we are teaching you. So pay attention anytime we are teaching. And if you have questions too, feel free, put your question at the comment section. Your parents are there, your teachers are there. If you don't understand anything, go to them, they will help you. You should remember that we are on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. The name is Kokromoti Series. And I am Paul Williams Ofori. Bye-bye.